Hi, this is Gail Nettles with Beaded Jewelry Diva. Today's project is going to be this stretch bracelet. These are great projects because they only take a few minutes to go ahead and create. Wonderful when you need you have an outfit that needs an accessory and you've only got a few minutes in which to make one. You can make them with all different kinds of beads. In this project today we have some 8mm, some 6mm, some 4mm, and some seed beads. Let's go ahead and find out how to work this project. Here are the supplies that you'll need for this particular project. We have some size 6 seed beads, some 4mm check fire polished glass, some 6mm round beads, and some 8mm round beads, a pair of scissors, a big needle or big eye beading needle, a bead stopper, and some stretch thread. I've gone ahead and I've cut about a foot of this stretch beading wire and I have threaded it onto the big eye needle. And the big eye needle is named such because it has a really big eye, makes it very easy to thread, obviously. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on the bead stopper, and this is going to prevent beads from falling off this end while I'm working on the other end. So what I do is I just grab the bead stopper, grab the little paddles on the ends, stick it in, let go, and it's not going anywhere. And I've left myself, maybe a 2-inch tail here. Okay, so at this point you can just string on whatever you really want to. I mean, it can be anywhere from a precise pattern to a specific color combination that you want, but in this particular case what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide on a size 6 seed bead, an 8mm, a fire polished, I can get my needle into it, and then one of these 6mm, and slide it on down, slide the beads on down, and that's what it looks like so far. So we've got the size 6, the 8mm, the 4mm fire polished, and then the 6mm. And I'm going to go ahead and repeat that. So I have a size 6, the 8mm, a fire polished, and a 6mm. Slide it down. And once more, the size 6 seed bead, the 8mm, the 4mm fire polished crystal, and once again a 6mm. Slide it down. Now I'm going to go ahead and repeat this a few more times, and I'll come back when I've got all the beads on and we'll see how to go ahead and finish this off. I've got my final sequence of beads already on, and I'm going to pull them on down. Now I've got all the beads I want strung, so how do I end this? The answer is it's quite easy. I'm taking my beading thread out of, or the stretch thread out of the big eye needle, and I'm also going ahead and taking it off the bead stopper, and again all I have to do is press the ends open and it slides right out. So ending it is as simple as going ahead and tying a plain old overhand knot. You've probably done it a million times. And then I go ahead and tie one more overhand, and I'm going to put it through a second time, so it's 2 knots on there. And slide it on down. So make sure that it all fits right. I'm going to tug on it a little bit more. You don't want to tug on it too much or you'll break it. But I'm going to go ahead and tie one more knot for good measure. Now, You can go ahead and cut the tail ends right now and call it good, but I like to be a little bit more secure on my ends. And I neglected to mention it earlier, but you can use either a bit of glue, or, as I am about to use, some clear fingernail polish. The glue is probably better, but in this particular case, since I wanted to wear it really fast or really soon, let's see, and this is going to dry a lot faster. So I'm just taking a dab on the knot and then letting it go, and I'm just going to let it sit for a minute. Now, if you noticed, I have the knot right next to a size 6 seed bead. Well, the size 6 seed beads have a really nice large hole in them. So this means that once I've cut the tails off, the knot is going to sit nicely inside this bead and it's going to be hidden. So, and like I said, normally you really do want to let this sit for maybe half an hour or so before you cut it, but I'm going to go ahead and cut it now. So just take a pair of scissors, cut, and I just trim it as close as I can to the edges. Cut. And there you go. This is a stretch bracelet that you can just go ahead and put on over your wrist. And I've made a few more in different colors and sizes. I have one that's made out of some crystal, not Swarovski, but probably some Czech crystals. I have some with some glass pearls and seed beads. I have one that has some probably Czech crystals, glass pearls, and more Czech crystals, this time in colors of black and of course cream, and then I can't remember what this color is called, but it's kind of like an amethysty color with an AB. So how in the world do you size these things? Well, I know what size I want it on my wrist, and I usually make it that size and maybe a tiny bit larger, because it's going to be going on over my hand quite a bit. So I want it not just to be real tight, but just have some good ease in it. In my particular case, that's usually right around 7 1/4 inches. And this one is a little bit smaller. I think I made this, about 7 inches even. This one's slightly bigger, and because the beads are so large on it, that's why I made it, I think this one is about 7 1/2 inches. And this one is probably just about right at 7 1/4. So what you really need to do, though, is to go ahead and try it on periodically while you're making it. Like this one is a little small for me, so I guess I didn't make it exactly the right size that I thought I did. I know that this one, I made it a good size for myself. So there you go. I mean, the stretch bracelets are very easy. You can go ahead and create them in all kinds of different colors, all kinds of different beads. The only thing that I would caution is using metal beads with this, or crystals with very sharp ends, because even though this beading thread, stretch beading thread is pretty decent and it holds up a fair amount, don't count on it. You're going to be stretching this a lot, and if you've got stretching stretching thread against a metal bead or a sharp crystal bead, guess what's going to happen? It's going to break. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's project. This is Gail Nettles with Beaded Jewelry Diva. I hope you'll come and visit me at my website, which is www.beadedjewelrydiva.com. Please also feel free to go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks a lot, have a great day, and see you later. Bye.